In today's recap, getting started over on the S&P this morning, big macro view, 4275. Staying below there, was looking for movements back to 899. We stayed in a bit of a range, but ended up holding early in the morning, setting up for some short opportunities before that Fed announcement kicked in, and then retraced back up. We started out in that macro 10 this morning. The key price level was the 4875. Right at opening, spiked down to the daily midpoint, ended up holding, setting up for a long opportunity, rejecting out that opening move. Couldn't break that top of the range, straddled through, setting up for that CP1 short with good downside opportunity, came all the way back to the midpoint. Did pull back towards that daily midpoint off the 8-hour look and set up a couple other short opportunities and long opportunities, either off the SR4 at 35 or the low of the day, the straddle of 31, moving back up. Hit that big Fed announcement, dropped all the way down, kind of corrected itself. Over on the NQ today, big macro view, 280. Staying below 280, was looking for 147 with strength to the 26,014. Right at opening, made a little head fake short, but straddled through, could never break the big macro 280, set up some other range that we were in, that 8-hour look, but did set up other short opportunities. Started out in that macro 10 this morning. Off the key price level, right at opening, quick head fake short, off that daily midpoint before breaking and retesting it, setting up long opportunities. Right up to 301, straddled through, and the high of the day, setting up for the short CP1, retested that again, setting up another good short opportunity. Broke through that daily midpoint, setting up a few other shorts, moving to the bottom of that channel. Straddled through, setting up for a long opportunity, right back to that daily midpoint, setting up for a little consolidation between the daily midpoint and the SR1 and low of the day before that Fed announcement kicked in. Did have a very strong move short, but retraced most of its distance, setting up for retesting that 150, moving back all the way back to the key. Short opportunities I took today myself. I did take the short. I did lose that trade. Was looking at the lower highs after retesting, not seeing an equal high that we would move short. Ended up being a quick head fake, set up movement up. I set the order for the double top at the high of the day, got that trade in. And then after the Fed announcement, just was patient when it retested that midpoint, came back, expected the full retracement of that news announcement, just like the house effect. Read progression, big spike down, huge rejection candle, came down one more time, and when it held at that 147, I started looking for long opportunities and set a limit order, looking for a pullback with the risk still below the SR, looking for movements all the way back up. Took the first loss, took the second win, and then took another win off that Fed announcement retracement. Results 53 3/4 today. Over on crude oil this morning, big macro view, 60.40. Staying below there, was looking for movements down to 59.94. Couldn't quite get down there, turned right back around, pushed right back above the key, moved to the first upside target before stalling out again and moving right back to the key price level. We started out in that macro 10 this morning. Early morning move short. Couldn't see an equal low. Nice higher low holding at the daily midpoint, setting up long opportunities. Broke out into that channel. Came back after rejecting off the high of the day, setting up a little short, a little double top there, but ended up being short-lived. Retested the key. Finally had the strength to break and retest, moved all the way back up. Setting up for another long opportunity with that strength, but stalled out. Fell into that consolidation with that read progression. Straddled, never could break that price, which then set up that little micro double top and then set up for a reversal back down through the top of the next macro 10. Did bounce off with a couple waves off that high of the day, setting up for a long, ended up being short-lived, rejecting out. Enough strength to break below and then retest before moving back to the key price level of the day.